Hello Gold Rush Bay fans, this is Christian Milan again here with another Gold Rush Bay video, another structure that I'm very excited to share because it starts a collection of stations, train stations, miniature train stations to be exact, that I'm going to start to manufacture. Now the important thing about the train stations that I like to pinpoint are the details that you see on these train stations. These intricate details specifically for Union Station is the Beaux-Arts elements that you can see here, these neoclassical Greek columns and entablatures, friezes. Even the signs denote some sort of a link to the past, which I really enjoy. And if there's anything that I really like about the structures of Gold Rush Bay is that there is a specific link to historical elements that I really want to preserve in miniature form. As you can see from the original station in Denver, the outside is classical while the inside is very modern, spacious, and allows for multiple opportunities of lighting. And since all my structures are assembled, you don't have to actually glue any of these together because it would actually be a very painstaking process of gluing these individual elements, these windows, these finials, all these things together. It would really take a lot of time and effort. So I wanted to cut that down for you in all my Gold Rush Bay structures. So this is the side view of the building. As you can see, the continued detail of the windows and the laurels that are above the windows. And I want to also give a close-up of these supports so you can see just how detailed this is. Again, you don't have to put any of this together. This is actually comes completely assembled, and you wouldn't have to actually glue anything. Well, these figures you can attach if you want to, but this is not included in the model. It's just for me to include it. You can really make it glow from the inside out, and the structure is actually very thick plastic, so it actually would just shine through the windows, really give a nice glow from the inside. And during the turn of the century, they wanted to just capture a lot of the magic of electricity and develop this almost ephemeral quality within the station. So it'd be very light and airy, these huge open windows that provide a lot of light in for the traveling patrons. And you can see the symbol of time here, the clock that I put in the station top, right below the Union Station sign, and the travel by train insignia that surrounds the clock. The innovation in this particular model is these sweeping awnings that go all across the station. In previous models, I wasn't as bold as I was with these awnings, these overhangs. So my very first Italianate model, developed 5 years ago, the overhang above the porch had to be supported by these columns. The cornice at the top also had to be supported by these brackets. The detail of this, you could capture a lot more detail in an overhang that projects forward, and I didn't have to have these unsightly columns dotted around the building. Now I've actually developed a process for my printing process that actually provides support to these awnings, and I could kind of extend these awnings as far as I want to, something that you won't see in other miniature models, in other manufactured and assembled miniature models. The other innovation I have here is this huge sign in front with the lettering, but I wanted to make it so that it's assembled. You wouldn't have to do anything really, but this Union Station sign is nice and big and large and really projects forward. And of course, in any of my Union Station train stations, you'll see that these windows are light and open, and you can see right through them. You can develop your own interiors and your light inside to actually create stained glass windows. So it's been 5 years, but as we go along, Gold Rush Bay will develop new printing technologies and techniques to really chronicle the history of our great United States. And in the future, what I'm going to do with this company is actually create structures that are larger and more grand. Well, I hope you liked that little tour of the Union Station, built in 1881. This miniature is available at goldrushbay.com, along with a lot of other miniatures, train stations, houses, commercial spaces, you name it. And I do love it when you provide some comments or requests. Well, hope you have a great day and happy modeling.